Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over my budget for March 2024. So as you can see right at the top there, it already says I'm $196.93 over budget, but we're going to disregard that because this is still subject to change. Starting off mostly with my income section here. So this is looking different. And I'm also not quite sure how it's going to pan out for the rest of the month. This is how it was looking like for February, where I didn't really know how my income was going to look. Pretty much the same story for March. So now I have started a new full-time job. I have just completed my first week on the job, and I'm not exactly sure what my paychecks will look like. I'm due to get my first one March 8th. So that's giving me about 3 weeks worth of time without getting a paycheck. So I'm going to have to pick up some slack from February. And seeing as I'm not exactly sure what it did, I tried to be as conservative as possible. So I set those paycheck amounts to $2,000 each. Now, I'm definitely thinking it's going to be higher, but I wanted to put the lowest amount possible. So we're working with $2,000. Then we have my per diem paycheck, and I put that at $200, and that's usually what I do for those. I am working 2 shifts in the month of March, but one of them happens to be the last week of March, so I won't get that payout until April. So that's why I didn't include it here. And then in terms of cashback redemption, I've been putting $10, and I bumped that up to $15. I think I should have a little bit more that I'm able to cash out since I did have a high expense month in February. So right now, my total for planned income is $4,215, but this is definitely subject to change. Moving along, we have my savings, and right now, my priority is getting as close to maxing out my 2023 Roth IRA as possible. So I'm trying to contribute at least $1,000 to that account. So far, I've been pretty successful with that, but due to those high expenses, I haven't been able to contribute more, and I'm not on track to be able to max it out. Right now, I'm kind of on the fence on whether or not to pull from my savings and just max it out completely. I do have the bandwidth for it. I'm just kind of on the fence on whether or not to do that. But if I do, I'll add that, how much I'm taking out in the income section there so it reflects. And then moving along, we have my housing expenses. First, I'll start off with my fixed expenses, so these do not change from month to month. That's my mortgage, HOA fee, internet, and property tax. Now, the ones that do change, that would be my electricity. So recently it has been higher in the winter months. I'm thinking it's definitely pulling with my gas. So I'm budgeting now $80. And hopefully that'll be sufficient. And then we have my gas or propane. They have been very inconsistent with billing, so I haven't been able to get a set amount for how much it costs. So I decided to just put a placeholder of $200. So whether or not I do get charged or not, I won't be delegating this $200 and anywhere else other than gas. So in case I do get a gas bill, I'll be able to put that money towards that. And if not, it'll just roll over to the next month. And then one that I don't always have is my water bill. So that on a semi-annual basis, I get charged $108.25. So that should come the last couple days of February, which I will pay for in March. So that is that bill. And then moving along, we have transportation. So for gas, I have now lowered that budget to $130, and I've been able to pretty much keep it under that. This new job is closer, so I'm able to save on commuting costs, which I thought would be the case, but with my training, they have me going to different locations in the state where the person training me is located, and some of them are 40 miles away. So hopefully I'll still be able to stay within this amount. If not, I guess that's what it'll be. But I'm keeping it at $130 since I came pretty close to that in the past couple months. And then I put the oil change. This may or may not happen in the month, but I did receive a coupon from my dealership for $10 off. So I would expect it to cost around $55. Surprisingly, the dealership is the cheapest for oil changes compared to other locations. Usually the dealership costs more than anything, but surprisingly they've been cheaper. So without the $10, it's $65. So right now I'm not that low on oil. I like to wait until it's like at 15%. Right now I'm at 40. We'll see if I'm able to use that amount by the time the coupon expires. If not, I'll probably have to get an oil change in the month of April or May. So the oil change, that is subject to change. And then we have personal spending. I've been capping this at $150. I like to keep it between $100 and $150. Now I'm thinking I may have to adjust this and increase it, and I'll tell you why. So with this new job, one of the key differences is that now I do not have food provided, whereas previously with my jobs, I've had pretty much lunch always covered, breakfast if I wanted. So I had 2 out of 3 free meals for the day. So I only really had to worry about dinner meals. And now I have to be responsible for all 3. This one doesn't provide free meals. So with that, I'm anticipating a higher spend for groceries. So we might have to increase this amount starting in March. We'll see what it comes out to, or we'll see what my spend comes out to, and then I'll adjust accordingly. So that's how my March is looking like so far. Be sure to leave any comments or questions down below. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.